everybody, and welcome. If you're new here, very welcome for the first time joining me, and if you're not, thank you very much for sticking around. All right, I've been waiting to have this deck of cards for quite a few years now. It's probably at least 2 years that I've had my eye on it. They're a bit unusual, and they come with a photo and an accompanying message, or a picture and an accompanying message. So I decided that today I would use this for the reading for the week ahead. They're quite unusual in that they are rather large and very long, but they have beautiful messages for each single one. So I'm going to just see what comes up for us for the week ahead. And my apologies that it's on a Tuesday, not a Monday, but as I say, we've had some technical issues. We've had some power issues that have prevented us from posting on time, but here we finally are. All right, so if you are new here, then I'm just going to explain. So what I would usually do is ask for general guidance for the week ahead. So I ask for general energy, if there's anything that talks generally about the coming week, and then if there's any other kind of advice that we need or that Spirit would like to impart. Okay, I have shuffled this, but I feel like I just want to give it one more. It's not the easiest thing to do with these. Come on. Okay, there we go. They're brand new, so they're still very much sticking together. Alright, so I'm going to do this a little bit differently than what I usually do, because they are a little bit more difficult to handle, so to speak. So I'm just going to spread them out, and we're going to do a different kind of reading today. And the first one I feel like I need to pull is this one. Let's see what this says. Door to the infinite. At my heart center, there is a door that leads to the infinite. Today I visit my heart center and open that door. As I enter, I experience a deep sense of serenity, and I understand that I am eternal, that I am indestructible. From here, I can see beyond my life's challenges to the higher levels of my existence. I know now that my inner light is infinite. Okay, that's a wonderful message, and it's often something that we forget. We get very sucked into our normal everyday routine and just running from one place to another and not getting a chance to really stop and keep things in perspective in terms of the tiny little speck that we are in the larger scheme of things. And I feel that, you know, that's not to diminish our existence at all, but to see where you fit into the bigger picture, and that it's more than just the traffic that you're in, or the bill you need to pay, or whatever it is that's concerning you and causing anxiety in your life. There's a much bigger picture. And it reminds us to not take things too seriously as well. I think that's very important. These cards can be used as affirmations. So if you feel like this really speaks to you, it's a good idea to write it down somewhere and just repeat it to yourself if you know that that is something that you do need to reinforce in your own life. Change a belief system, whatever it is. These are very good to use as affirmations. It's a really lovely card. Okay, let's see what else we get. I'll put them all on top when we're done. Let me just see what else there is here that I want to pull out. Okay, let's see. This one. All that is. Today I notice the love that powers all of my life. I see that each tiny part of the universe is an expression of that love, and I am aware of the presence of God in all things. I open myself to this magic. I marvel at the splendor of all that is, of which I am truly a part. All right, so that is really being emphasized, and whether you are religious or not, you know, you can say God, the universe, spirit, whatever it is that your belief system is, the message still stands, and it is still applicable and pertinent. Okay. It's really seeming to be a theme of remembering where you fit into the scheme of things, and not only that we are just, it's not to say that we're little, but we are part of this beautiful, massive, intricate consciousness and all the things around us, beyond us. But we sometimes forget to think about things beyond ourselves or beyond our immediate situation. And I really feel like it's reminding us of that light and the presence of all things, and that omnipresence that spirit has around us, and that we can tap into at any time because we are connected. The only time we disconnected is if we have physically disconnected ourselves by becoming too immersed in the physical 3D. All right, let's see what else we got. Master of life. I dedicate my strength to the divine within me, aligning myself with the true sovereign of my life. My ego steps aside as I listen to my inner voice and act in accordance with the truth that I hear. In this way, I become the master of my life. I live in abiding humility, grace, and love for the glory of God. Okay, and again, if you're not religious, the glory of God could be for the greater good of all. You know, there's just always a different way to say it that still applies to your life. Whether you are religious or you're not, completely spiritual, not spiritual at all, there's some kind of connection or connectedness to other things and the universe that we do have. And we often do things more deliberately, more constructively, with a good heart, and more effectively when we are doing it for something just, you know, beyond ourselves as well. We listen to our inner voice, it says, and act in accordance with that. What truth do you hear? How does that help you to direct your life better and help you to become your own muse in your life, or your own spiritual guide? And that's very important, because if we do tap into our intuition and we apply the two principles, which is, first of all, receiving the message, and then second of all, learning how to interpret it. What does this mean when I get this sign, or I have this dream, or I see this thing? And checking those theories until we get to a point where we know, oh, this is happening, so this means that this is going to happen. And that will really, if you do hone into it and you pay attention to those things that you see and hear and experience, they will eventually help you to discern what's actually going on and which direction you should be going, or if it is a sign that you should be following. All right, so try to differentiate, first of all, between what is coming through as an urgent low vibration feeling when we have anxiety or fear around something, and what's coming from a high vibration energy when we're in a situation and we just trust everything will be okay. And we know that that's the truth, but we also know that we as humans have a tendency to want to control that. Okay, are we going to do one more? I think we are. All right, let's see what else we got here. All right, I'm going to cut the deck and just see what's there. Step by step. Today, I practice patience. I allow time to fulfill my goals. I understand the wisdom in letting go of control. That's what I just said. I know that the true value of each situation lies in its creation rather than in its end result. Therefore, I allow my life to unfold step by step, inhabiting each moment to the fullest, showing that my soul is forever rising higher and higher to embrace the light. Okay, we are experiencing a eclipse tomorrow, a solar eclipse. And if it wasn't for one of my clients, I would have actually missed that. So bless you, you know who you are. And yes, tomorrow's energy sessions, it's a new moon and it's an eclipse as well. So it can be a very powerful session for you if you're looking for something, especially to close a chapter, to have new beginnings, to be done with something, an old habit or something along those lines. Or if you just want to literally embrace spirit a bit more and get in more in alignment with yourself, with the things around you, make more time to meditate. These cards aren't working with me, but maybe I don't have to be OCD about it. Okay, but there we have it. All right, I do hope that this has been a good week for you thus far, and I do hope that it just improves. I wish you everything of the best. Take a screenshot if you need to remember one of these, if you'd like to repeat it over and over during the week and see what happens. Because when we do repeat something over and over, we eventually start believing it. To use an example that's not so positive, in somebody's situation where they might be in an abusive relationship or an abusive home, whatever the case is, they can often be told silly things like, you're stupid, you're this, you're that. And if you repeat something to somebody enough times, they start to believe it. And this is often how that kind of abuse settles in and it becomes a belief system. So you can do the same, and you can cultivate positive belief systems for yourself, belief systems about yourself, and what you believe will become the truth. You know, it's just like your basics of the law of attraction. Imagine it as if it already has been, or as if it already is, and it will be. So let's start speaking to ourselves a bit better, speaking to others better, not being too hard on ourselves, and just focus on being more connected with what's around us. Hear the birds and the bees, smell the air, you know, tap into other things other than how rushed you are, or checking your watch all the time, or how many emails you have. Take that time to remember where you are, to remember what you are, and stay in alignment with what makes you feel purposeful and fulfilled and happy as well. If you're not doing that right now, you need to seek that. Okay, I'm wishing you all a wonderful week and sending you lots of love. Please take care, and bye for now.